Hello everyone and welcome to part 10 of my Milwaukee Bucks MyGM on the Xbox One here on Cloud92 TV. And going into this episode, I just want to show you guys all the league stats, who's leading the league in points per game, assists, steals, rebounds, and that kind of thing. I also want you guys to know that Larry Sanders will not be playing in this game due to an injury, but he is day-to-day, so he will be back for the playoffs. I'll see you guys down at the court. We are in Phoenix, Arizona for this game, and the Suns this year have not been playing that good as a team. They have acquired Carmelo Anthony during the free agency, but they just haven't played well this entire season. And this Suns roster is very different from the one in real life. The Suns in real life have recently acquired Isaiah Thomas, and I'm pretty sure they're going to ship away Eric Bledsoe just because they don't want to have two good starting point guards on the same team. That just probably won't work out too well. But in this game, they do have İlyasova and Carmelo Anthony. We actually recently traded for İlyasova, I think 2 episodes ago, and we did get Goran Dragic out of that trade, and I do think that's a really bad trade by the Phoenix Suns, because think of how dominant that team would be if you have Goran Dragic passing the ball to Carmelo Anthony. He's really good at getting guys open, and I don't think that's a really smart idea to get İlyasova and just a first round pick for that. I do think he's worth more than that, and he's definitely underrated in this game. But İlyasova is not the only former Milwaukee Buck on this team. They also have Shannon Brown, and they're both starting, so it's kind of weird to see 2 former Milwaukee Bucks going back to the same team and teaming up. And right from the beginning of this game, I realized that Paul Gasol had such a mismatch on İlyasova. İlyasova is a good shooter, but he doesn't do that well in the post, so I kept putting Paul Gasol up against him on the post, and he had so many points in this game, and I think he was close to being our leading scorer. Here is Eric Bledsoe giving the ball off to Jared Green, and keep your eye on Eric Bledsoe. He's gonna go from the 3-point line after passing the ball and dunking it off the rebound. That's just ridiculous. They're missing that 3-pointer. Shane Battier picks up the rebound. He passes it up to Norris Cole, who's gonna lob it to Vince Carter, but he doesn't dunk it. He does a weird one-handed alley-oop, and I just thought that was a weird play. Now Gerald Green has the ball. He gives it to, I think that's Mason Plumlee. I always get him and Miles Plumlee mixed up. Now Gerald Green is crossing over the defenders and getting a floater at the hoop. The floater is so overpowered in this game. Now we are down by 3. Vince Carter has the ball. He gets the defender in the air, passes it out to Carlos Delfino for 3, and that ties up the game at 20 to end the first quarter. Starting off the second, Adrian Payne is getting a steal. Dragic will pass it up to the Greek Freak for the slam at the other end, and we take a 2-point lead. I'm pretty sure that's the first lead we've had in this entire game. Carmelo Anthony's in the post, and it's blocked by the Greek Freak. 2 amazing plays right there by Giannis Antetokounmpo. He slams it on one end and then blocks Carmelo on the other. The Suns are kicking it out to Shannon Brown for 3, and why did Shannon Brown never make 3s for our team, but now he's making them for the Suns? Off the pick, Brandon Knight will pass the ball between his legs to JaVale McGee, and now JaVale McGee is in the post on little Eric Bledsoe. Should be easy points, right? Nope. Eric Bledsoe somehow blocks the ball right out of JaVale McGee's hands, and that was just a terrible play. That was definitely 2K cheese on that play. But after a cheap play like that, we get a steal with Jabari Parker running the break and slamming it at the other end. We are only down by 1 point, and now we are down by 3. Paul Gasol's in the post on İlyasova, and we're just going to keep taking advantage of that mismatch the entire game. Now Vince Carter has the ball. He will find a wide open Jabari Parker for 3, and that ties up the game with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Eric Bledsoe has the ball, crossing over Vince Carter, driving in, and it's blocked by Vince Carter. Plumlee will get the rebound, passes it out to Anthony, and instead of giving up a layup, we give up a 3-pointer. Not a very good block by Vince Carter after all. And here's Carlos Delfino with the ball. Norris Cole's defender is just slacking off, and he makes that 3-pointer, making it a 5-point game. Now we're giving the ball to Shane Battier. He's going to get the defender in the air, find the wide open Andre Blatch, and he will make that short little jumper. Nearing the end of the first half, the Phoenix Suns are holding their lead. It's up to 9 points. Good Edwin's taking up the ball out to Gerald Green. He's going to pump fake, and two of our defenders, Shane Battier and Carlos Delfino, look like they're high-fiving on that play. Now under a minute in the second quarter, Smith is going to get the ball stolen by Norris Cole. He's going to take it to the other end and slam it down on the other end. At least that gives us a little bit of motivation going into the second half of this game, because I think we should be beating this Phoenix Suns team. We're down by 6 points, and I do believe we are the better team. We are now going to head into the second half of this game, and we need to make a comeback. We haven't been able to shake off the Phoenix Suns this entire game, and there is our comeback starter, Brandon Knight, getting an and one dunk. Here is Eric Bledsoe throwing it into JaVale McGee's back, and look whose hands the ball ends up in. Brandon Knight, he's going to take it coast to coast and slam it on the other end. It's a 3-point game, but the Suns just keep pushing their lead forward. It's now a 6-point game. Jabari is in the post, and he's going to switch hands in midair and get that layup to go. The lead is only 4 points now. We're going to give it to Goran Dragic, who did not have a very good game up against his old team. JaVale McGee has the ball. He's going to go in the post, zip right past Emeka Okafor, and slam it on Ersan Ilyasova. The lead is still at 4, and we cannot shake off the Suns team. They're giving it to Eric Bledsoe. He's going to back up, and he's going to see Shannon Brown cutting back door, and where were plays like that when he was on the Milwaukee Bucks? And like I said, we go right back to this matchup. Paul Gasol up against Ersan Ilyasova, and he will win that matchup yet again. There's a little bit above 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and the score has not changed much since halftime, but Brandon Knight is going to try to change that with a 3-pointer to make it a 1-point game. Carmelo is in the triple threat. I'm afraid he's going to drive in. He's going to drive, pass it off to Shannon Brown, and Shannon Brown will take that short-range jumper and make it a 3-point game with under 5 minutes left. The score is now tied at 67. Eric Bledsoe is going to drive in, find Ersan Ilyasova, and I knew that's the only thing that he can really do in this game. If we can just stop him from making jump shots, I really think we'll be okay, and we probably will be able to win that matchup. Here's Jabari Parker. He's going to go in the post and make that layup at the hoop, and in this game, I experimented with Jabari's post game a lot more than I normally do, and it's decent. I do think it's something that we can improve in the offseason. Look at Carmelo fighting on the boards and getting points. He's not the best defender, but he is probably a top scorer in the league. Now Giannis Antetokounmpo will find Shane Battier at the top of the key, and he makes a 3-pointer. If you guys don't know this, since signing Shane Battier, I think 2 episodes ago, he hasn't really done much on offense, and this game was the first game where he finally had a pretty good game offensively. And as we're heading into the fourth quarter of this game, I just want to give you guys a quick update on this series. The next episode in this series will be a playoff episode. I think it's pretty obvious by now that we're going to make the playoffs, and the way the playoffs are formatted is that it's a best of 7 games, but I'm not going to be playing at least 4 games per series. That's just kind of ridiculous. I'm thinking about doing the same way that Nike Fowler does it. If you guys don't know who he is, you should go check him out on YouTube, and the way that he formats his playoffs is that he can only play 2 games in each series. That way I'm not getting sick of playing against the same team over and over again. So I'm probably going to simulate up until the first elimination game. That way the series relies more upon how well the team actually is rather than how I play in the games. So as we approach the end of this game, it is still a tight game. It's a 1-point game with under 4 minutes left, and it may come down to the very last couple shots. Vince Carter has the ball. He's going to go in the post on Eric Bledsoe. After backing him down, he's going to drive in, pump fake, spin, and get a layup on the right side. A phenomenal play by Vince Carter, and now we have a 5-point lead, and if we can just hold out the Suns for a couple more minutes, we'll definitely come away with this game. But Ersan Ilyasova is killing us with that 3-pointer. That just makes our lead 2 points. Now Carmelo Anthony has the ball. He's going to jump and get JaVale McGee in the air, dish it down to Emeka Okafor, and he ties up the game at 103. We're going to dish it down to Paul Gasol. We rely on him in situations like this. He's going to pump fake, get the defender in the air, and get the layup. With a minute left, we have a 2-point lead, but the Suns are not out of it yet. When you have Carmelo Anthony on your team, anything is possible. He's going to give it to Emeka Okafor. He's open for a shot, but he misses it. Okafor gets the rebound, and he ties it up with 43 seconds left. Now Gasol has the ball. You know I'm going to try to get it with him. They bring the double team, and I try to go in the post with JaVale McGee, but Emeka Okafor steals the ball, and now the Suns have a chance to take the lead. Eric Bledsoe is going to give it to Carmelo Anthony on the win, and he makes the shot. A 2-point lead for the Phoenix Suns, and Dragic has the ball. A pick from McGee's coming on the right. He's going to drive in and get fouled. This is our chance to tie up the game with 7 seconds left. Dragic at the line for the first shot. He needs to make both of these. The first shot is up, B quality release, and he makes it. Okay, now here's the second shot on the way. He needs to make this to tie it. It's up, B minus release, and he misses it. Ersan Ilyasova gets the rebound. He is fouled, and Goran Dragic may have just cost his team the game. We need Ilyasova to miss one of these. That way we do not need to take a 3-pointer, and luckily he misses the first shot. Everybody is missing their free throws at the end of this game, and look, he misses the second one too. JaVale McGee gets the rebound, and it's just just a choke fest in Phoenix. Neither player is doing well under pressure, so we will have one chance left. Paul Gasol is going to inbound the ball. He's been reliable this game. He sees the cutting Parker and he dunks it to take the lead with 1.5 seconds left. The Suns are going to inbound the ball to Eric Bledsoe. The shot is up and he misses it, and the Bucks leave Phoenix with a 1-point win over the Phoenix Suns. Just an incredible ending to this game. That could arguably be the best game I've played in this series with the Milwaukee Bucks. You can see Eric Bledsoe staring down Brandon Knight after that defeat. You can tell he is upset after losing. They could have won that game. They were so close. And here are your final game stats. The Suns scoring was very evenly divided, but Carmelo Anthony did lead his team in scoring, and Paul Gasol leaded the Milwaukee Bucks in scoring. And after that game, I'm going to simulate all the way to April 16th and finish the regular season. So we end up with a pretty good record. I do think we get the 3rd seed in the playoffs. Kevin Durant is the MVP. Jabari Parker is the Rookie of the Year. And after that award, I think we have the 6th Man of Award won by Jordan Crawford. Then Defensive Player of the Year is DeAndre Jordan. Most Improved goes to Andre Blatch. And the Coach of the Year is Eric Spoelstra, who is now with the Chicago Bulls. So here is our tournament bracket. We will be playing the Detroit Pistons in the first round. We are the 3 seed. They are the 6 seed. And you remember that we actually played them in our first season with the Milwaukee Bucks. And if you guys remember that game that we played against them in the first season, it came down to a last-second shot by Rodney Stuckey. So this is probably going to be a very good series despite it being in the first round. So I hope you guys are excited for the playoffs. I hope you guys had a fun time watching this video. Be sure to have a great day. God bless you guys. Bye.